just being curious, just never putting yourself in a box and exploring that through whatever means exist. Whether that it might just be YouTube, but there's so much there.
I think that's a really good point you made. Keep kids curious. Like,
Yeah,
because as soon as they think that they've learned everything, and we've all had the private students who come to you and they're like, yeah, I've got this figured out. And your job
mm-hmm.
as a teacher is to help them realize they don't have it figured out. But
Yeah,
I mean, not in a negative way, but that's a really good way of describing it. Keep them curious. And how many different ways can we keep these kids curious, especially right now where how they're learning music, it can change from week to week. So
right. Well, so one of the things I've been doing since as long as I've been in Nashville, almost 3 years now. Somehow it's been that long. Um, is so with my students here, I work a lot in recording work, and mostly for video games, movie scores, TV scores, that kind of stuff. And every kid nowadays plays video games, all of them. And so I'll tell them about stuff that I'm doing. A game I recorded on, 4 months ago that's out now. And if it's a big enough game, chances are they're playing it. And that'll be really cool for them, because then they look at me and say, hey, he's doing that. That's possible. Why can't I do that?
that's
And
excellent.
so, and then out of that, we'll go in, listen to the recordings, and I'll have them transcribe like the melody from a video game score that I played on, or like it doesn't even have to be that, but whatever game they're playing, whatever TV show they're watching, and I don't do that all the time, but it's a nice way to break up the etudes, the scales, the solo pieces, because it can get a bit monotonous. And so that's a way that I use what I do to tie into something that they're interested in.